Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Amanau, Shabbat Parashaya, Shemta, Yahal, Malakata, Sabah, Partizaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Hawa, Haya, Bashamaya, Nathanael, Bacham, Kaliwa, Basalakano, Kobakwa, Kaslakwa, Kobakano, Wala'a, Kalyano, Wanasawan, Ball, Habasano, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Kamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La'ulanu, Amun. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Pray for the power structure in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Me'atah? Why Lahai? Matazab Yahweh Yahan. Halawaki. Hasroy. Hapatiyani. Hakayali. Wahagwati. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai. What Amun. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angel. Commanding General Yahan. The general. The captain. The officer. The trooper. And the sister. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Prayer for the prophesied person. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now. Right now, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation, their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet, the airways, cable access center, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume it. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel, come down from flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak our word. Cause to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause to be spread to the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it back from us. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. Sorry, face the front. And Yeshabni, which means be seen. Right back here, the Sabbath service in Leviticus 21. And we're going to cover a lot of laws that cover the priests, that cover how we do things in Israel, in our culture. That's why I titled the class, "What do you do with profane and defiled women?" Because that's answered in this chapter that we're going to cover today. Leviticus 23, 21, and 3 is where we're going to start. And we're going to pick that up in the Hebrew. Walakhathwa, Habathwala, Hakoraba, Aliwa, Shar La'a, Haitha, La Yash, Lach, Yatama, verse 4, La'a, Yatama, Ba'al, Ba'amiwa, La'achalwa, verse 5, La'a, Yakrakwa, Horka, Barasham, Wapa'ath, Sequinum, La'a, Yaglachwa, Wabashar, Wabasharum, La'a, Yashratwa, Shortath, verse 6, Kodashim, Yahayawa, La'alahayim, Wala'a, Yachalwa, Shum Alahayim, Kaya, Salakia Alahayahum, Kaya, Asha, Yahweh, Lacham, Alahayahum, Hum Makwart, Marakaryabum, Wahayawa, Kwadash, verse 7, Ashazana, Wakala, La'a, Yakwakwa, Washa, Garwasha, Ma'ayasha, La'a, Yakwakwa, Kaya, Kwadash, Hawa'a, La'alwa, verse 8, Wakwadashathwa, Kaya, Athluchum, Alahayaka, Hawa'a, Makoryab, Kwadash, Yahaya, Laka, Kaya, Korwash, Anya Yahweh, Makodashkum, verse 9, Wabathayash, Kahun, Kaya, Thachal, Wazanwath, Athabia, Hayah, Machalath, Baash, Dashrap, and back to the English from Leviticus 21 and verse 3. And for his sister, a virgin, that is nigh unto him, which hath had no husband, for her may he be defiled, but he shall not defile himself, being the chief man among his people, to profane himself. And this is talking about the priests who you can, basically whose funeral you should go to. Because as a priest, you have duties, and this applies very strongly to this day. You have duties. You have to be here amongst the congregation, going out to camp, teaching classes, doing whatever that needs to be done to raise this nation up. You're the leader of the nation. You know, being unclean for a week is an inconvenience to your work. So you got to make sure you get, you're not going to, your mama's third cousin's daughter's funeral. I'm sorry for their family. Lord be with them, but that's not where a priest needs to be. You're allowed to do that. Defiling yourself in this case means making yourself unclean. You can do that for your near kin, for your sister, and this for your sister only if she had no husband, if she's still in your house as your sister. If she had a husband, she's their family now. They got this. And so that's what verse 3 is saying. Verse 4, but he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. Profane, remember, that word just means, apart from the temple. I mean, you can't, and that's going to go into the title, because we're talking about profane women too. Profane is about the way that you act, right? Profane is not a 4-letter word. Saying an F word does not make you a profane person, but being a whore makes you a profane person. Verse 5, they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. So again, we covered this a couple of chapters ago. It's repeated. You're not to cut your hair like a heathen. You're not to cut your hair, shave the sides and let the top grow out and all these weird things. The Lord gave you a natural hairline, and you can work with it within that box. All right, color inside the lines. The Lord gave you a natural hairline. That's what you got to work with. You don't cut zigzags in it and all types of weirdness. That's heathen behavior. And you can't do that with your beard either. You can't shave off the sides of your beard and just have a goatee. You can't have a 70s mustache. You can't do none of these things. All right, the Lord gave you made it grow a certain way for a reason. You can trim it up. You can braid your hair. You can trim it. You can cut it short. You can wear your beard long like Aaron, but you got to work within the lines the Lord gave you. Nor make any cuttings in the flesh. That's tattooing. You can't. Wow. Nor make any cuttings in their flesh. That's tattooing. All right, so you can't slice your arm and put ink in it, or you can't slice your arm just to scar yourself.
So if I may, like if you look at Africans, they got a lot of slashes on their face. Their face look like a game of tic-tac-toe. That's because each family member that passes away, they'll slice their face. We're not supposed to do that. I got Africans on my job, their whole face is slashed up, look like a game of tic-tac-toe, literally.
No, that's crazy, and that's heathen culture.
And if I may, like our people, like when they go through stress, they got a thing with like culling. They like culling themselves. What? Damn, there's a word that you call that.
Self. It's not self-mutilation, but it's something.
That too, but there's a. I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, a lot of teenagers do that.
Right. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that.
So that's talking about all those things. Any type of deliberately cutting yourself, that happens. That's not supposed to happen in our culture. Verse 6: They shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God. For the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their God they do offer. Therefore they shall be holy. They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane. This is talking about the priests again. You're a priest. You're not supposed to be embarrassing the title and the station of being a priest by having a wife that the whole community knows is a jump off. That's embarrassing to any man. Even a regular dude on the corner, if you know that his wife is for the streets, you look at him differently. You don't look at him as respectable. And that's the point here. As a priest, you're a leader in this nation. Men are supposed to look up to you. How are they going to look up to you if they know that your wife is a whore? How are men going to look at you as a man to follow if they know that you can't, that this is the type of woman that you attach yourself to? That's the point of this scripture. That's why that can't happen. Somebody else want to take a woman that's been passed around, that everybody turned her like a doorknob, then let somebody else do that. That's not for a priest.
And if I may, that's also not for the people of Israel. Right now, he's reading the law. We're not allowed to do that. Right. If a sister in our nation, if she's going that way, we're not supposed to say, "Oh, well, that's just her life." No, we're supposed to shun her or shame her,
right?
For to not be in that life. But just because she wanted to give it away, that means that you're supposed to take it. If she's giving it, why should you take it? But here in the world of America, if that's her body, it's two consulting adults. Right. But you try to say, it's okay for me to participate because she want to be a whore. Yeah, so I got to make a whoremonger, huh?
Yeah. Nah, some of y'all got no self-control, no discipline. Just because it's there, you're going to take it. Y'all gotta hold these women to a higher standard, and then be surprised when she cheats on you. Then be surprised when she goes back to the streets. Then be shocked and amazed and appalled and bewildered when she turns out to be the same whore she was when you got with her. That's the point. All right. As Captain Zariak always says so well, these women will stop being whores when you stop loving whores.
That's right.
You give them attention, you give them validation, you take them, you date them, you have sex with them.
well, they must be doing something right. They must be doing something right. That's the message you're sending. They must be doing something right because they got you. So that's the only way to solve this is for you men to be men and quit whining online about sluts and whores and stop having sex with sluts and whores. Verse 7 or verse 8. Thou shalt sanctify him therefore, for he offereth the bread of thy God. He shall be holy unto thee. For I, the Lord, which sanctify you, am holy. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father. She shall be burnt with fire.
Right.
And that's how you deal with a profane woman. Not today. Don't go out there and burn nobody with fire. But the point is that this is not something we accept in our culture. It's something that we have to completely take and separate out, especially if this happens to the men that are considered the leaders in the community, which are the priests in the scriptures. These are the men that everyone's supposed to look up to. Now, he couldn't stop his daughter from becoming a whore. So now what's he going to do? Just accept it? He just got a whore daughter. The priest. Now the priest just got a daughter that's a whore? No. She got to go. She got to go, man. And that's how we root this out of the community. Because when every whore is treated like that, then you have much less, or a young woman growing up has a much harder time saying to herself, well, I could just go be a whore, because she sees what's going to happen to her. In this society, she sees what's going to happen to her. She's going to be rewarded with attention and money and job offers and anything she wants if she goes and becomes a whore in this society, in this backwards, demonic white man society. But in a righteous society, she's supposed to look up as a young woman and see if she becomes a whore, she's going to get burnt with fire. And that's how you stop that.
Well, if I may, the burn with fire also come with STDs.
Ooh.
Because you got to realize, it's a difference between a female body and a male body. And I started learning about this, and I realized a woman's body is different than a male's body. This is the reason why I'm saying, because if a woman catch an STD, like chlamydia, she won't know until damn near a year and a half, a year. So she don't got no symptoms or whatever, but she just carry it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if she's with a man, you know what I mean, and she don't, you know what I mean, she don't realize that she has something. She don't feel sick.
Yeah.
No discharge, so on and so forth. But when a man comes in contact with her and they lay down together, within days, that man going to find. That's what they call it. Oh, you know what I mean? That's what it, you burning? The male don't know. You know what I mean? The male know. Yeah. The female doesn't know. So she's burning that. She doesn't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? She doesn't know that if you're sleeping around, it's a possibility that, you know what I mean, you decided not to be a whore 10 months ago. Yeah. And that 12th month, you gave your husband chlamydia.
That's heavy. That's a curse. That's a curse. And that's what happened. That's why this behavior has to be rooted out the community completely. We're going to go back to the Hebrew from verse 10. Wakahan, Hagarawal, Ma'akiwa, Ashar, Yawatazak, Al Ra'ashwa, Shaman, Hamashikha, Mla, Athiadwa, Lalabash, Ath Hagadalium, Slaka Ath Habagadium, Athrashwa, La'a, Yaparai, Wabagadua, La'a, Yaparum, verse 11, Wa'al Kal, Napshath, Mathla'a, Yabwa, La'abua, La'amua, La'a, Yatama, verse 12, Wamun, Hamakodash, La'a, Yatazah, Wala'a, Yachalal, Athmakodash, Alahayawa, Kaya, Nazar, Shaman, Mashachath, Alahayawa, Aliwa Anya Yahweh, verse 13. Wahawa Asha Babathwa La'a Yaquak, verse 14. Almana Wagarasha Wakala Zana Athala La'a Yaquak Kaya Bathwa Ma'imiwa Yaquak Asha, verse 15. Wala'a Yachalal Zaraiwa Ba'imiwa Kaya An Yahweh Makurashwa, verse 16. Way the bar Yahweh al Masha La'amar. Back to the English, verse 10. And he that is the high priest among his brethren, upon whose head the anointing oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments, shall not uncover his head, nor rend his clothes, neither shall he go into any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother, neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointing oil of his God is upon him. I am the Lord. So that's the high priest. The high priest's job was so important that he couldn't even be unclean for 7 days for the sake of his own parents. Verse 13, and he shall take a wife in her virginity, a widow or a divorced woman, or profane or an harlot. These shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife. So there's a place for all, there's somebody to take a widow, there's somebody to take a divorced woman, not the high priest. Verse 15, neither shall he profane his seed among his people, for I, the Lord, do sanctify him. Verse 16, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, back to the Hebrew, verse 17, Debar la Haran, la Amar, Ayash, Mazraika, la Rathum, Ashar, Yahaya, Bawa, Mawam, la Yakurab, la Quryab, Lacham Alahiwa, verse 18, Kaya, Kalayash, Ashar, Bawa, Mawam, la Yakurab, Ayash, Iwar, Awa Pesach, Awa Haram, Awa Sharwai, verse 19, Awa Yash, Ashar, Yahaya Bawa, Shabar, Regal, Awa Shabar Yad, verse 20, Awa Gabun, Awa Dak, Altabalal, Ba'ayanwa, Awa Garab, Awa Yaspath, Awa Marwach, Asak, verse 21, Kalayash, Sharbawa, Mawam, Mazrai, Aharan, Hakahan, La'a, Yagash, La Koryab, Athayash, Salak Athasha, Yahweh, Mawam, Bawa, Athacham, Alhayawa, La'a, Yagash, La Koryab, verse 22, Lakam Alhayawa, Makodashka, Hakodashim, Waman, Hakodashim, Yakal, verse 23, Akal, Haparakat, La'ayabwa, Wa'ala, Wa'al, Hamazabach, La'ayagash, Kayamuam, Wa'al, Yachalal, Ath Makodasha, Kaya Anyehawa, Makodashim. Back to the English from verse 17. Speak unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man, or lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous. Superfluous meaning extra. So you got 8 fingers. And this is that's the definition of a blemish. Blemish don't mean like your woman thinks she goes and look in the mirror and sees a black hair right here. That's not a blemish according to God. A blemish means something, a deformity. Verse 19, or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed or crook-backed or a dwarf or to have a blemish in his eye. And again, broken-footed don't mean you got hit by a bus and broke your foot. That means like you got a club foot, a deformity. Okay. Verse 20, or crook-backed or a dwarf or to have a blemish in his eye or be scurvy or scab, or hath his stones broken. You understand what your stones are. Verse 21. No man that hath a blemish of the seed of Aaron, the priest, shall come nigh to offer the offerings of the Lord made by fire. He hath a blemish. He shall not come nigh to offer the bread of his God. He shall eat the bread of his God, both of the most holy and of the holy. Only he shall not go in unto the veil, nor come nigh unto the altar, because he hath a blemish, that he profane not my sanctuaries. For I, the Lord, do sanctify them. Back to the Hebrew, verse 24. Wa debar masha ala haran wa al banyua wa al kal banya sha'ala. 22 and verse 1. Wa debar Yahweh al masha la amar. Verse 2. Debar ala haran wa al banyua wa nazarwa makurasha banya sha'ala wa la'a echlawa afsham kurasha shar hum Makurashim la ya anya Yahweh, verse 3. Amar Allahum Ladarashikum call Ayash Ashar Yakurab Bakal Zeraikum Al Hakurashim Ashar Yakwariashwa Banyasha'ala La Yahweh Watamathwa Aliwa Wanakaratha Hanapash Hawa'ah Malapunya Anya Yahweh, verse 4. Ayash Mazurai Aharan Wahawa'ah Tazarwai Awa Zab Wakrashim La'ai Yakal Idashar Yatahar Wanagai Bakal Tama Napashawa Ayash Ashar Latazar Mamunwa Shakabath Zerai, verse 5. Awayash, Ashar Yagai, Bakal Sharatza, Ashar, Yatama Lawa, Awa, Ba'aram, Ashar, Yatama Lawa, Lakal, Tamathwa, verse 6. The Pasha Shar, the guy, Bawa, Watama, Id Ha'irab, Wala'ai Yakal, Man Hakurashim, Kaya, Amrachatza, Basharwa, Bamayam. And back to the English from verse 24. And Moses told it unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am the Lord. Say unto them, whosoever he be of all your seed among your generations, that goeth unto the holy things, which the children of Israel hallow unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. So the Most High don't play with that. If you're unclean, just chill out. Just stay off to the side. Take it seriously is the point. Verse 3, verse 4. What man soever of the seed of Aaron is a leper, or hath a running issue, he shall not eat of the holy things until he be clean. And whoso toucheth anything that is unclean by the dead, or a man whose seed goeth from him, or whosoever toucheth any creeping thing, whereby he may be made unclean, or a man of whom he may take uncleanness, whatsoever uncleanness he hath, the soul which hath touched any shall be unclean until even, and shall not eat of the holy things unless he wash his flesh with water. Which don't forget, like that's all it is. You unclean, take a shower, change your clothes, wait till sundown, you good. It's not that deep. Just don't come around the congregation until sundown. The point is we're clean people, we're hygienic people. If you're unclean, that's cool. Certain things make you unclean. It's not a sin. You're not wrong, for the most part. There's a lot of his natural, beautiful processes, like having sex, that's fine. Just stay apart from the congregation, wash your clothes, wash yourself, and you're good. Back to the Hebrew from verse 7. Waba'ah Hashmash, Watahar, Wachar, Yakal, Mun, Hakurashim, Kaya, Wachumwa, Hawa'ah, verse 8. Nabala, Watarpa, La'a, Yakal, Watama, Ba'anya Yahweh, verse 9. Washamarwa, Ashamrafia, Wala'a, Yeshawa, Aliwa, Chata, Umathwa, Bawa, Kaya, Lachalal Yahweh, Anya Yahweh, Makurashim, verse 10, Wakal, Zar, La'aya Kal, Kodash, Dashrab, Kahun, Washakyar, La'aya Kal, Kodash, verse 11, Wakahun Kaya, Yakunah, Napash, Kwanayan, Kasapwa, Hawa'ah, Yakal, Bawa, Wayalayad, Bayathwa, Hum Yakalwa, Walchamwa, verse 12, Wabath Kahun, Kaya, Dahaya, Layash, Zar Hayawa, Hawa'ah, Bathromath, Hakurashim, La'ath, Akal, verse 13, Wabath Kahun, Kaya, Dahaya, Almanah, Wagarashah, Wazarai, Ayun La, Washabab, Albayath, Abia, Kanai Warrior, Malcham, Abia, Dakal, Wakal, Zar, La'a, Ya'akal, Bawa. And back to the English, verse 7. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food. That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beasts, he shall not eat to defile himself therewith. I am the Lord. So there's a reiteration of something that's been mentioned elsewhere in the scriptures. If it died of itself, or if a predator animal killed it, that's not food. Food is when you take the animal and you slaughter it the right way. You slaughter it. It's your choice. You're not scavenging. We're a society. We're not animals. You're not taking something that you found dead. Verse 9, they shall therefore keep mine ordinance, lest they bear sin for it, and die therefore if they profane it. I, the Lord, do sanctify them. There shall no stranger eat of the holy thing. A sojourner of the priest, or an hired servant, shall not eat of the holy thing. Which that's another reminder of what a stranger is. A sojourner of the priest is obviously an Israelite. That's like a guest of the priest from another area of the country. And a hired servant is a hired servant from your nation. It's somebody from out of town. It's literally the same way you understand a stranger today. Somebody's in your hood and you don't know who he is. That's it. Stranger is not a Moabite that just somehow by himself decided to come all the way to Israel. Use your brain. Verse 11, but if the priest buy any soul with his money, he shall eat of it, and he that is born in his house, they shall eat of his meat. If the priest's daughter also be married unto a stranger, she may not eat of an offering of the holy things. If the priest's daughter be married to, how could a priest's daughter marry a stranger if a stranger is another nation? Y'all don't read the Bible. Y'all just see one verse and just say things. Y'all just listen to your pastor and just say whatever comes in your mind. Verse 13. But if the priest's daughter be a widow or divorced and have no child and is returned unto her father's house, as in her youth, she shall eat of her father's meat, but there shall no stranger eat thereof. Now back to the Hebrew, verse 14. Wayash kaya yakal kodash vashaga wayasap chamashiathwa aliwa wanathun lakahun ath hakodash Wala'ah, Yachalalwa, Afkurasha, Banyasha'ala, Athashar, Yaryumwa, La Yahweh, verse 16, Washiawa, Al-Sum, I1, Ashma, Bakalam, As Qurashahum, Kaya, An Yehawa, Makurashim. Verse 17, Wa Yadabar Yahweh al-Mashal Amar. Verse 18, Dabar al-Harun, Wa al-Banywa, Wa al-Kal, Banya Yasha'ala, Wa al-Marath, Alahum, Ayashayash, Mabayath, Yasha'ala, Wa Man Hagar, Ba Sha'ala, Ashar, Yakorab, Korbanwa, Lakal, Nadariyahum, Walakal, Nadabuathum, Ashar, Yakoryabwa, La Yahweh, La Ayla, verse 19, Laratz Zakum, Thamayum, Zakar, Babakwar, Bakashabium, Wazayim, verse 20, Kalasharbawa, Wawam La'a, Dakoryabwa, Kaya La'a, Laratz Zawan, Yahaya Lakum, and back to the English. Verse 14, and if a man eat of the holy thing unwittingly, then he shall put the fifth part thereof unto it, and shall give it unto the priest with the holy thing. So if you walk around the temple and you just stupid and you just pick up a piece of bread and start eating it, and then you go, oh man, I ate the wrong thing. You just add an extra 20% and give it back. That's all. Verse 15, and they shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, which they offer unto the Lord, or suffer them to bear the iniquity of trespass when they eat their holy things. For I, the Lord, do sanctify them. And suffer them to bear the iniquity of trespass, meaning they got to make sure that everything's done right. Because if somebody trespasses because you didn't tell them they wasn't supposed to do it, then you causing them to bear their iniquity. And that obviously is something that you could translate to any aspect of life. If you're a priest, if you're a teacher, if you're tasked with this responsibility. Verse 17, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, whatsoever he be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers in Israel, that will offer his oblation for all his vows and for all his free will offering, which they will offer unto the Lord for a burnt offering, ye shall offer at your own will a male without blemish, of the beeves, of the sheep, or of the goats. But whatsoever hath a blemish, that shall ye not offer, for it shall not be acceptable for you. And that's where we're going to leave, but I got to look up this word because I've never heard this word beeves. Let's see what this is. Beef, the flesh of a cow. So that's where the word beef comes from, beeves. And with that, we're going to pick this up next week, right where we left off.
That was 22 and 27?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, 6.
Yeah, that was 6, yeah.
We ain't done yet. Back to the Hebrew. Verse.
This is the what set is this?
This is the last one.
This is the last set.
In verse 21, Wayash Kaya Yakurayab, Zabak Shalomyum, La Yahweh, La Pala, Nadar, Awa, La Daba, Babakwar, Awa, Batazan, Damyum, Yahaya, La Ratazwan, Kal, Mawum, La Yahaya, Bawa. Verse 22, Arath, Awa, Shabawar, Awa, Harwatzazar, Awa, Yabalathawa, Garabawa, Yalapath, La'at, Akoryabwa, Allah, Lahawa, Washa, La'at, Thunwa, Mahum, Al Hamazabach, La Yahweh, verse 23, Washwar, Washa, Sharwai, Wakolawat, Nadaba, the Aisha, Athwa, Dar, La'ah, Yaratzah, Ma'aiwak, Wakatwath, Wanathwak, Wakarwath, La'ah, the Koryabwa, La Yahweh, Wabaratazakam, La'at the Aishwa, verse 25. Wamayad bun Nakar, La'ah, the Koryabwa, Ath Lakum, Alahayakum Makal, Allah, Kaya, Mashakathum, Bahum, Wawam, Bamla'ah, Yaratzwa, Lakum, verse 26. Way the bar Yahweh Mashallah Amar, verse 27. Shawar, Awa Kasab, Awa Aiz, Kaya, Yolad, Wahaya, Shabaith, Yum Yum, the Kath, Amwa, Omoyawam, Hashem Yunya, Wahala, Yarataza, Yakorban, Asha, La Yahweh. Back to the English, verse 21. But whatsoever hath a blemish, that shall ye not offer, for it shall not be acceptable unto you. Salakia. Verse 21, and whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord to accomplish his vow for a free will offering in beeves or sheep, it shall be perfect to be accepted. There shall be no blemish therein, blind or broken or maimed or having a wen or scurvy or scab. You shall not offer these unto the Lord, nor make an offering by fire of them upon the altar unto the Lord. And that word "when" is a growth or a cyst, a big, probably like a tumor. Verse 23, either a bullock or a lamb that hath anything superfluous or lacking in his parts, that mayest thou offer for a free will offering, but for a vow it shall not be accepted. Which, by the way, the white man is the devil, because they'll take cows with all types of cysts and things and just drain them and then cut them open, and that's what you're buying off the shelf.
That's right.
Because the white man is absolutely the devil. Verse 24, you shall not offer unto the Lord that which is bruised or crushed or broken or cut, neither shall you make any offering thereof in your land. Neither from a stranger's hand shall you offer the bread of your God of any of these, because their corruption is in them, and blemishes be in them. They shall not be accepted for you. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, when a bullock or a sheep or a goat is brought forth, then it shall be 7 days under the dam, and from the 8th day and thenceforth it shall be accepted for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And that's where we're going to leave off. I imagine up here, this part which is horn. The young, which is wine. La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel. Par. I imagine him in the room. So Pun Yakadon, which means stand, turn, face east. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabashamayim. Barashaya. Shomka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Kavah. Ratizaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratiza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanunaw. Bacham. Kalyawam. Maslachanaw. Kawathnu. Kaslachnu. Kawathinaw. Wala'ah. Gabayano. Manasawan. Ball. Kawashanu. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Kamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wathapara. Wa'alami. Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be. Prayer for the power structure Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakada Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayakal.
Wa Maka'al.
Wa Alahai.
Wa Alahai.
Matizab Yalawap Yahan.
Zavia Alawak Yahan.
Ha Alawap.
Ha Alawak.
Ha Srun.
Hasaroy.
Ha Kwasiyan.
Hakoyan.
Ha Kayal.
Hakoyan.
Wa Wathi.
Yahweh.
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 Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Hashim Yahshah.
Wada Aman.
The water among.
The English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angel.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commander General
The
Yahweh.
general.
The general.
The
The
captain.
captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troop.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name of Yahweh Shah.
The name Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So good.
Prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, our prophets, the teachers, the priests, Salaki, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses,
Evils and curses.
punishment and destruction
Punishment and destruction.
to the heathen,
To the heathen.
to shake
And
loose
shake
the
loose.
treasure of the rich of
Of the
Israel.
treasure of the rich of
They
Israel.
refuse to give to the
That
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches.
to enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter our sanctuary.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses.
punishment and destruction
Punishment and destruction.
to the Edomites,
To the
and the
Edomites.
nations,
And the
and
nation.
their drug dealers,
And drug
the
dealers.
court system,
The court
the
system.
prison system,
Princess.
Planned Parenthood,
Planned
all the
Parenthood.
governments of our enemies,
All the governors are in.
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues.
the Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
the
Church.
Pope,
The Pope.
Islam,
Islam.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Egyptology,
Egyptology.
militia,
Militia.
Ku Klux
Ku
Klan,
Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads,
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus,
Posse
the
Comitatus.
gay
The
movement,
gay
the
movement.
lesbian
The
movement,
lesbian movement.
spies,
Spies.
workers of witchcraft,
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program,
National Space
the
Program.
Army,
The Army.
Navy,
Navy.
Air
Air
Force,
Force.
Marines,
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet
Open up the
and
internet.
the airwaves,
And airways.
cable access channels,
Cable access channel.
radio
And
channels.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the
of
spirit.
any of thy people
And the indicted
that
people.
seek to stop
And
us,
seek to
and
stop
bring
us.
swift destruction
To bring swift
to
destruction.
all the heathen
To all
that
the
stand in the way
that stand in the way.
or try to stop
And
us
try to stop
from
us.
broadcasting your words
Broadcasting thy word.
throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
And
plagues,
loose all the plagues.
cause them to go to and fro
Go and go to and fro.
through the earth
Through the
and
earth.
consume them.
And consume
Let the
them.
plagues
Let the plagues.
shake the house of the thief
Into the house of the thief.
and the murder.
And the murder.
Let Yahweh
And
Shai,
Yahweh Shai.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel.
come down with flying saucers
Down with the flying
and
sauce.
punish all the heathens
Punch all the
that
evil.
come up against
And
us
come
as
against
we
us.
speak thy
And
word.
we speak that
Cause it
word.
to be known by all.
Cause we know by
That
all.
is the angels that have done it.
And the angels that have done
Cause it to be spread to the media
Because we spread through the media.
throughout the whole
Throughout
world.
the whole world.
Cause it to shake it thy
Going
coming.
to shake that
In the
come.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Name Yahweh
Thank
Shai.
you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So big.
Sorry, face to front. That concludes the Sabbath service. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madium Shabbat, I Madium Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Thumb, Yajibata. Dismiss. We're going to pick it up next week. Leviticus chapter 22 and verse 28.
That's what it says. Leviticus chapter 22, verse 28. Shalom.